Today we are paying a revisit to this 52-inch Moss Heirloom Olympus ceiling fan, manufactured sometime around the early 1980s. Finished in antique brass, paired with a set of walnut cane blades, pointed tip, with a blade pitch of around 13 or 14 degrees. Fan is variable speed, reversible. On top here we got a J-hook mount, bell canopy. Coming over here, we'll get you a look at the tag on the top. It's a model HF200. Filmed this fan around 6 years ago. Picked this up off of Facebook Marketplace. The person selling it also was selling a 48-inch Saga Crown Colony spinner, which I also have. Apparently they were stored in the basement for some years. Light that you see on the fan is not original, something I decided to throw on there myself. The fan was never installed with a light on it originally. Variable speed knob there. Reversing pull chain there, which operates, the first pull is downdraft, then the second pull is updraft, and then the third pull is off. The variable speed control also has its own off position. So the Moss Heirloom Olympus was Moss's flagship model fan of the early to mid 80s. Don't really see a whole lot of these anymore. This one here is one of the earlier ones with the bell canopy. Later on they went with the typical Moss style canopy, and then the latest ones going into the mid 80s became stamped steel. This has a cast iron motor in it. These were available in a few different finishes. Antique brass is the most common. You also had polished brass, copper, and I think even whitened brass, I believe. They also apparently came in a 42-inch size as well, which is also very rare. Even these antique brass models, you don't really see a whole lot of them out anymore. They're getting quite scarce in themselves. These were available with optional blades, cane, stencil. I'm not sure if plain blades were an option, as they were just reversed from the cane or stencil blades. So, not really much else to say about it. Let's go ahead and jump in. And we'll start it up on low. So as you can hear, this fan definitely has a very pronounced variable speed buzz to it. Definitely one of the loudest fans in that aspect that I own. Right here we're doing around 55 RPM. Not sure if I ever messed with the adjustable trim pot or not on this thing. So this is likely factory setting. Turn it up a little bit. Has a bit of wobble to it, likely due to warped blades or a balancing problem. The fan does calm down when it gets toward high. I'll turn it up to around medium. Here we're doing around 95 RPM. Turn it up some more. Still quite noisy. If I ever were to use this fan, I'd definitely have to put it on a wall control. And all the way up. Which, as you can hear, quieted down quite a bit. Right here we're doing around 165 RPM. Bearings on the fan are still in good shape. Motor still has a slight buzz to it, but definitely not as bad as when the variable speed is engaged. Motor tag on the top actually has it rated for a 250 RPM high speed, which may be what it is without a load on it as far as the motor goes. This blade pitch here definitely slows it down, as this motor is designed for high speed, low torque, akin to an industrial motor. Turn the light back on here. And we'll go ahead and shut it off the variable speed. Like I said, that second pull takes us straight to updraft, which I really don't want to put a whole lot of torque on the motor for that. So that's all I got for this fan, so thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video on this 52-inch Moss Heirloom Olympus ceiling fan from the early 1980s, manufactured by CEC. See you next time. Stay cool. Take care. Peace.